Usually, do people understand the scale of the universe as well?
Do people really understand the scale of the universe?
Damn, really? That's okay.
This task is going to seem ridiculously easy. Rank
Why is he screaming?
these things from smallest at the top to biggest on the bottom. But sometimes you have to ask the question no one would bother to in order to figure out what people are actually thinking.
This is really gonna put
Okay.
my astronomy skills to the test. So, moon, I don't know, moon.
Yeah, I'd say moon is probably
I
the
say
smallest.
stars are smallest.
But the sun is a star.
It's just like
Wow, this actually
science place.
I'm gonna say planets are the smallest.
I'll say
are they third grader or something?
planet might be the top of the line.
Is the sun bigger than the moon?
It depends on the planet, right?
It does, but as a general category,
Stars, then moons.
I can believe they're dumb, bro.
There's stars
yeah.
around the planet.
The sun is a star, right? I think.
Yeah, it is.
You think this one's next? I trust you.
Because we're talking about a galaxy, bro. We're talking
I
everything.
think star, planet, moon. I mean,
You looking at the galaxy too? I'm over here like, okay.
I think it's
this universe, star, planet, and moon.
one
There you go.
You're right.
You can
Wait, no.
Unless you believe in the multiverse, then you know.
You're taking this like four-dimensional chess level.
I think the moon would be bigger, no?
I mean, you think, right? Because like it looks bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be like a science lesson?
Moon bigger than the star.
like
What?
there's definitely some science to this.
Okay. We are not astrology majors.
So what is a moon? Like how's a moon different from a
Your sister girl from happiness video, right?
So what is a moon? Like how's a moon different from a planet?
It's a collection of dust, maybe.
The way that they come about in astrology and like the, I don't know, like the meteors.
Planets is like human life already exists or potentially can exist.
And a planet has its own, like, I don't know. I feel like a planet is
Atmosphere.
capable of
What,
having its own
size?
atmosphere or something.
And then the atmosphere of the moon and the planet are completely different.
Whether or not it has like an atmosphere.
I get why some people would think this because the Earth has an atmosphere while our moon has essentially no atmosphere. But Titan, Saturn's largest moon, actually has a thick atmosphere, while Mercury has no substantial atmosphere. So if having an atmosphere isn't what makes a planet, then what is it?
You don't know if the moon has people on it. It could.
You think the moon could have people on it?
There could be moon people. We never know.
I'm thinking like
What? Okay,
orbits
then.
or something around there.
He has to be trolling.
I think natural satellite is the term used. So you'll always have moons around a planet. You can't see a planet around a moon.
How many planets do we know of?
I don't know.
Any guess?
Let's see. 7, 8.
7 or 9.
Do we have 11 in our solar system?
I think a planet has to be a certain size to be considered a planet. Because if you look at Pluto, they just say it's not a planet because it's too small.
Pluto doesn't count. as a
Okay,
planet.
this guy gets it.
Everyone
That's
knows
a
the poor
dwarf
story
planet?
of Pluto.
Because
Like,
everybody loves Pluto.
when Pluto was discovered in 1930, it was hailed the 9th planet. But it quickly became clear that Pluto was different. The real nail in the coffin came on the 5th of January 2005 when astronomers discovered Eris, an object in the Kuiper Belt that's around 30% more massive than Pluto. Similar large objects had already been discovered and more were likely to follow. So scientists faced a choice, either add a whole bunch more planets or demote Pluto. In 2006, the decision was made and a new definition for a planet was
Actually,
established.
demoted.
Like, get over it. Pluto had it coming from the beginning.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Your lane.
Our moon
Our
has
moon-
5 times the mass of Pluto. So just get over it.
Was our moon
Just-
a planet?
No, it's a moon.
To be a planet, an object now had to satisfy 3 criteria. First, it must orbit the sun. Second, it must have enough self-gravity so that it's round or almost round. And third, it must be gravitationally dominant and cleared out its neighborhood. Pluto satisfies the first 2
Okay.
criteria, but
Fair enough, I guess.
not the third. So now we're back to the set of planets without Pluto.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Oh, it's 8.
Nice! And he named them all. Bonus points. How many
Name.
planets outside the solar system?
Ooh. Maybe
Billions.
around a couple hundred to 1,000, maybe.
Probably a couple million.
Probably more than that.
Probably more than.
I mean, in terms of the number that we know is about 5,000 right now that have been identified. But like, you're right. There's many more, but we just haven't seen them yet, so we don't know. So the moons are the smallest. They go around the planets. Planets go around the stars. What makes a star a star?
Kind of like a dead planet, right? Like it's just emitting heat.
Like little gas things.
Okay, you know it.
And they explode all the time, and we don't even see them. But I don't know where they come from. Can you tell me?
If you have a bunch of just like
From the dead planet.
as you say,
then-
like hydrogen, helium, that all kind of clumps together, it forms a star. And then, like you say, there's like fusion in the middle, the explosions in the middle that are giving out light and heat and stuff like that.
Wow, you just taught me something new. I didn't even know that.
And there you go.
Doesn't it take 8 Earths to fill
And
the
then forgets 1 hour later.
sun?
1,000,000 Earths.
1,000,000 Earths. I got it wrong. Okay, I'm stupid.
No, but like it's a lot, right? Here's one way to put this in perspective. In our solar system, there are 8 planets, hundreds of moons, millions of asteroids, and more. But in terms of mass, all that only makes up 0.14% of the mass of our solar system. The other 99.86% of the mass is the sun. That is just how much bigger and more massive the sun is. Moon smallest, then planets, then stars. Well, what is a galaxy? Like, what is that?
A group of planets in, I'd say,
Yeah,
a certain
group of
amount of
planets.
proximity.
Like the
Clustered
solar system,
together.
like the system of planets. So like just how we have our solar system is similar to the
Orbiting
galaxy.
the sun.
Stars, moons, and planets in together makes the galaxy.
Maybe just a collection of like solar systems.
So how many is a collection of
Maybe.
solar systems?
Got it right.
How big is a galaxy? How many stars?
Billions, maybe.
Wait, I don't know.
I don't know, millions or billions.
Millions, I'd say millions.
Tens of millions of stars, perhaps.
How many stars in a galaxy? Roughly. Ballpark.
Probably hundreds of millions. Million? Billion?
100 billion.
Oh, you were way off. Oh my God, crazy. You said 60. 100 billion?
100 billion stars.
Damn, really? That's okay.
Number of stars in a galaxy, that can vary
Okay.
depending on the size of the galaxy, but like
Yeah.
100 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion, 50 billion, like that's like kind
Okay,
of the ballpark
but
numbers
the
for most
average
galaxies.
is 100
Average-
billion.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
right?
Yeah.
They're huge. There's a funny question, are there more trees on Earth or stars in our galaxy?
Actually, I'm now thinking about like a math problem.
Yeah, I don't understand the
basically
question that
you have
much.
to find, I guess, the whole entire surface area of that. Ooh, huh.
The answer is, I'll save you the trouble. There are more trees on Earth than there are stars in the galaxy, in our Milky Way galaxy.
You know, I figured.
Trillions.
So a galaxy is a huge collection of stars, planets, gas, dust, dark matter, and other objects, all bound together by gravity. And then what is around the Milky Way galaxy?
More galaxies.
There are more galaxies, but they're kind of far away. So what's between us and the
I have no idea.
Like all types of vastness, you know, supernovas, dark matter.
Stars?
You know, this is the
Okay,
thing that I
then.
find nuts, and one of the things I wanted to see if people know. But like, the Milky Way is like one galaxy, but it's huge.
Right.
It's like 100,000 light years across. That's pretty big.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But then around us, there's nothing.
Oh wow, I didn't
Basically
know that.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the continents, right? You have a continent, but then around it, like, there's all this ocean. And then there's like more galaxies. And then there's nothing. And then more galaxies and nothing. More galaxies and nothing. But this animation is not to scale. Really, it should look more like this. The distances between galaxies are enormous, typically millions of light years. If you zoom out further, you find that galaxies are grouped together in clusters, and those clusters make up even larger superclusters, all separated by enormous voids. And you know how many galaxies there are in the universe?
I'll take a guess and say like 20 something.
How many galaxies in the universe?
If I know.
Billions.
12? I don't know. Is that like close?
It's more.
20?
Much more.
Oh, much more.
I'm gonna say 100.
More than hundreds.
Thousands?
More than thousands.
Oh my gosh.
10,000? 10,000?
That's small.
I mean, 10,000 galaxies, but each galaxy's got 100 billion stars.
16,482.
Hundreds of
Oh,
thousands?
that's very specific. Okay.
Millions? Billions?
1 billion? Or is
1
that
billion?
too small?
1 billion galaxies, each one with 100 billion stars?
I'll say 10 billion that we know of.
What are you gonna
Probably
say?
more than
answer
that.
is-
100 billion.
The answer is, how many galaxies in the universe? About. Gosh, darn it. 100 billion.
There you go.
What? Really?
About 100 billion galaxies.
Holy, seriously?
Yeah. About 100 billion.
Don't they watch the real laptop videos? Come on now.
Oh man.
It is huge. 100 billion are observable.
And these are just galaxies.
These are galaxies. Each galaxy then has about 100 billion stars.
Okay.
Right?
That's mind blowing a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I feel like most people don't know this scale of the universe, and that's what I'm out here to talk about. That's why I wanted to be like, it's so much bigger than
How significant you are
anyone thinks.
with your problems.
In fact, there could be even more, because 100 billion galaxies is a conservative estimate. Some believe there are up to 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. So it's huge. And between all these galaxies, nothing.
Nothing.
What a wacky universe, right? And around each star, there might be on average about 6 planets.
Wow.
So you can think about 100 billion times 100 billion times 6, roughly. And that's conservative.
Okay.
Kind of like number of planets maybe in the universe. So it's insanely huge.
Yes. That does sound that is actually, wow. I feel like it makes me less stressed
Nice.
because it's just a blip in the system, man. Nothing's ever that deep.
So the universe is insanely huge.
And we're incredibly small. I got you.
How does that make you feel?
Very
Think about the
small.
size of it.
Very small.
I don't know. It doesn't make me feel that small.
No?
Because there's
You
not.
still feel pretty big?
What is this interrogation
I don't feel
technique?
big, but you know, I still feel like this Earth in particular has a pretty decent amount of significance.
This is a special place for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. On the 14th of February 1990, the Voyager 1 spacecraft was about 6 billion kilometers from the sun when it took this picture. All you see are a few rays of light and a little dot. Carl Sagan described this picture best. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard
Really,
of.
script by script, bar by bar.
Every human being who ever was lived out their lives. Every hero and coward. Every creator and destroyer of civilization. Every young couple
Okay,
in
it's a quote or
love.
whatever.
Every mother and father. Inventor and explorer. Every superstar. Every supreme leader. Every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there. On a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth
Chills.
is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.
I'm glad you taught me something today. I appreciate it. I like learning.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for being
And
open.
they should read that quote on them.
Because that's so important.
The thing that people are worried about is making mistakes, but you can't learn without making mistakes a lot of times.
Okay, that was ending then.